Hey folks, Wally DM here, and today we're going to take a look at a puzzle that you could run for a holiday-themed adventure, or you could change it up and run it at any point during the year. Now this puzzle is actually based on an admissions test for Oxford, and it could be a bit difficult, but it's still going to be fun nonetheless. Now this holiday-themed puzzle was submitted by my friend Colin, who's also a patron of the channel and a valued member of the Discord. And if you would like to see the written version of this, I will put a link to Colin's website in the description below. But before we get started, just a reminder that if you're enjoying the content on this channel, please be sure to hit that subscribe button, join me over on the Discord to talk about more puzzles and traps, and be sure to pick up a copy of my book, Wally DM's Journal of Puzzle Encounters, available now on DriveThruRPG. So this puzzle is going to take place in a wintry or a holiday type scene, and our adventurers are going to approach this area where they're going to see an animated snowman. Now the snowman is going to be the one that is going to give the instructions for the puzzle, and perhaps the characters are trying to enter this area. Maybe this is a holiday adventure that you have designed where they're trying to get into the North Pole or Santa's workshop or something along those lines. And we're going to have two wooden nutcrackers or two wooden golems that are standing guard along with our magical snowman. So our snowman is the one that can let the adventurers into this area, but first they're going to need to pass a test. So in order to prove their worth, the characters are going to need to solve a logic puzzle that's going to include these 5 differently wrapped gift boxes. Each one of them have a different shape or a different color. Now, of course, this is set up mainly just for the demonstration of the puzzle. I think there's all kinds of different reasons that you could run this puzzle in your game in different ways. You don't even have to have it a holiday themed. Let me know in the comments section below how you would run this puzzle in your game. But with that in mind, let's continue on. As the adventurers approach, our snowman is going to step forward and he's going to say the following.
Within one of these boxes is the answer you seek, but inside the gifts you must not peek. For danger lurks if you choose the wrong one, so listen carefully and we shall have some fun.
Our snowman is then going to approach each of these wooden golems. He's going to whisper something to the golem on the right, and then he's going to whisper something to the golem on the left. After whispering something to each of the golems, the snowman will then turn his attention back to the adventurers and say the following.
See, my friends here are logical masters, despite them not even being spellcasters. I told the color to guard 1 and the shape to guard 2. They will calculate the answer, and I will check when they do.
So the snowman has given us a lot of information with regards to how to solve the puzzle. He has told us that both of these guards are logic masters, so we're going to use logic to be able to determine which of these gifts are the correct gift. He has also told guard 1 the color of the gift, while he's told guard 2, or the guard on the right, the shape of the gift. So now the snowman's going to address the guards and ask them if they know the correct gift. The guards are going to look at each other for a second, and they're both going to shake their heads no. The snowman's then going to ask them,
"Oh, are you sure?"
And then the two guards are going to look at each other again, and they're both going to shake their heads no.
Well, maybe this won't be as...
But before he can disparage himself, the guards are then going to start nodding yes and smiling. They know the correct gift. And with that, the snowman's going to smile. He's going to look at the adventurers and say,
Well, there you have it. They've figured it out. Pick your gift.
And with that, you now have all of the information that you need in order to select the correct gift. So with everything that's been presented, do you know how to solve the puzzle? I'll give you a second if you'd like to figure it out. Did you get it? Great. Let's go over the answer. So let's remember that both of these guards are masters of logic. If they know what the answer is, they're going to be able to say it. And they would also be able to determine through logic what the other golem would know. So let's recall that both of the golems looked at each other twice and shook their heads no, that they did not know the answer. And then there was a third moment where they both nodded their heads and said, yes, we do know which of the gifts is the correct one. So let's replay this step by step. Guard 1 on the left knows the color of the gift. However, this guard did shake their head no, that they did not know the answer. So therefore, we can eliminate the yellow circle gift. And that is because if the answer was yellow, then this golem would have known what the answer is, because there's only one yellow gift. Now Golem 2 on the right knows the shape of the gift, but also shook their head no. They did not know the answer. Now there are 2 squares, 2 circles, but only 1 rectangle. If the answer was the rectangle gift, then the Golem on the right that knew the shape would have shook their head yes, they know what it is because there's only 1 to choose from. So that means that we can eliminate the rectangle box because the guard on the right knows that it's either a circle gift or a square gift. Now, as you recall, the snowman asks them if they are sure. So once again, they're going to look at each other and the logic is going to take place. Knowing that we've already eliminated 2, the Golem on the left that knows the color is once again shaking their head no, they don't know the answer. So if the answer was the blue square, then this Golem would have said, yes, I know what it is because there's only 1 blue gift left. However, since they said no, there's 2 green gifts left, so the color of the gift is going to be green. The Golem said no because he didn't know if it was the green square or the green circle. Now the Golem on the right that knows the shape is looking at 2 squares and a circle, so we've already eliminated the yellow circle. So if the shape was a circle, then the green circle would have been the answer, and the Golem on the right, Golem 2, would have shook their head yes, I know what it is, because there's only 1 circle remaining logically. At this point, since we're looking at this simultaneously, the Golem on the right knows that there's a blue square and a green square, but doesn't know which one. So now we can eliminate the green circle. And at that point, the snowman was about to give up, thinking it's too hard, but then seeing that both of the wooden guards are shaking their head yes, that they now know that the answer and the correct gift is the green square. So what happens if the characters choose the wrong gift? Let's say they just start opening them randomly. Well, you could either have something like a lump of coal in those items, or perhaps that the gifts that are incorrect are actually mimics. So if they select the blue square, then they may have to fight a mimic. That's totally up to you. Let me know what you would do in the comments below. And of course, what is the reward for selecting the correct gift? If they choose the green square correctly, what's inside of it? Maybe it's a ticket in order to get through to the North Pole or Santa's workshop, or maybe it's some type of magic item. That's totally up to you and how you run this puzzle in your game. Be sure to let me know what you would do in the comments section below. So that's all I have for you today. What did you think of the puzzle? Is this something that you would use in your game? And if so, what would you do differently? And let me know in the comment section below if you were able to get the correct solution. Thank you very much for watching. Merry Christmas, and on to the next.